I find Gladiators interesting. No, not the films. I'm talking about the slaves who were forced to fight for the entertainment of the Romans. With this video, I intend on throwing some light on a few gladiators. No, not you, Spartacus. And I won't be looking at fictional gladiators either, like Hanno or Maximus, and definitely no Superman! Superman! It's the 1st century AD. The air is hot and crisp, with the smell of blood and probably urine dancing on it. The hungry mob of Romans anticipates the next fight. They want more bloodshed. The doors on one side of the arena open, and out steps Aptontenatus, a veteran gladiator who had won 16 matches before this one. Granted, there are no records to say if he didn't lose any matches in between those wins, but obviously we can tell he's competent. Aptontenatus was also a free Roman citizen, meaning he chose to be there either for the money or the fame. The crowd goes crazy as he gallantly struts in. When the cries finally subside, his challenger steps in from the opposite end of the arena, the fresh-faced noob Spiculus. Spiculus fought under the Mamello class, meaning he had a helmet with a high crest resembling a fish's fin, a large rectangular shield, a short sword known as a gladius, and some leg or arm armor. If I was a betting man, I would place everything on Aptontenatus, and I'm sure many did. So imagine the crowd's surprise when Spiculus won. I'm sure the arena burst into tears as they chanted his name. This victory brought Spiculus into the eyes of Nero. No, not that one. I mean the notorious Roman emperor. He sat up and took note of the young gladiator.
Your fame is well deserved, Spaniard. I don't think there's ever been a gladiator to match you.
And the two would soon grow close. After that, things were nothing but up for Spiculus. Unusually for a slave, he was granted the status of landowner. He also happened to be one of the few slave owners who employed other slaves. Nero lavished his champion with gifts and celebrations. It was all looking good for the man. But his fortunes would soon turn sour once the emperor shut himself down permanently. We've talked about the new guy in the office, so now let's talk about an OG. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me and welcome Flamma. This guy was a brutal and feared gladiator who declined multiple offers to be released solely because where else was he going to get that kind of rush? The Roman army? Ha! There was no glory for Legionnaire 1031. Hey! I'm Legionnaire 1031! The best way I could describe him was if you got someone as crazy as Thorkel the Tall from Vinland Saga and placed him in the Colosseum. Flamma had quite the impressive record of 21 victories, 9 draws, and 4 defeats, armed with just a sword and shield in his role as a secutor, which is basically the same class with Mermello, except their helmets are different. Solid gladiator overall, probably would be a nightmare to meet in the arena, because he definitely was crazy. Our next set of gladiators is a 2-for-1 deal. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Priscus and Virus. These two guys were evenly matched in the arena. No matter how hard they tried, neither could muster the strength needed to overcome the other. Which one's gonna win? It better be Virus. I bet my kid's inheritance on him. Say what? Eventually, the emperor, a man called Titus, decided he couldn't take it anymore. He needed to find a solution to this stalemate. He decided to end it by granting them both their freedom. It was the first and only time two gladiators stepped into the arena and gained their freedom together. And I can say that because I have proof. In the 29th poem of the Martial Book of Spectacles, it is literally said, "This happened under no other prince but you, Titus. When two fought, both emerged victorious." While most gladiators fought humans, a few specialized in fighting, killing, and sometimes being killed by animals. They were known as bestiarii, and one of those guys was Carphophorus. We're going to have to change up the arena for this one. That's better. Now we can begin. Just like Spiculus, on his first day, Carphophorus wowed the crowd by defeating a bear, a leopard, and a lion. Hey! Is the backflip even historically accurate? The guy fought lions and bears for a living without any form of ammunition. He definitely had to be some kind of Tarzan. Where was I? He had beat a bear, a leopard, and a lion all in the same day. I'm sure you'll be thinking, he must be done by now. Nope. He would still go on to kill a rhinoceros before the day was over. Wow. Just wow. What was this guy's name again? Thank you all for watching, and if you want to hear me talk about Gladiators some more, but this time as a concept and a grind set, check out my short, A Titan in the Arena We Call Life.